everybody, welcome to the next tutorial. Today we're going to cover kick and effects. Alright, so let's go ahead and dive right on in and get to it. Alright, so for the kick here, let's see, I changed the key to it since last. On the last tutorial we just had kick and snare. I've added a lot since then. Actually, before I even do the kick here, let's just listen to everything that I got. And actually, I think it'll play better if I bounce this out. It's so laggy. Actually, why it's taking me so long to even get this tutorial to you guys. This computer's just running so slow. Alright, here we are. Slow ass computer. Fire. Alright. Well, eventually I'll show you how to make that synth there. I'm going to show you how to do this dope ass JP right here. It's really cool, like RP synth, intro synth. And you know, honestly, it's just like the cool like beat transitions and everything that creates the dope intro, which leads into all of it. So it's like all of it's feeding off of each other. So in the end, you just gotta have like a beat with like really cool swing and cool fills and like stuff happening to help all of it as a whole, because if not, it's just gonna sound real basic and all that. So it's important to kind of like have that formula with all of it. But in this video we're gonna cover kick, the rest of the kick, and effects, and creating your own effects. Let's see. So for this kick, let's go ahead and undo what we did. Alright, so if you look here in the mod matrix, you'll see that really all I got going on for this particular kick is I added, I just assigned, well, I was assigned to the mod wheel. My wheel is all the way down, but also I got, it's just the bass drum pitch is assigned to the bass drum right here. So you create a mod wheel. So like if you wanted like to know how to do it like all on your own, so like mod wheel, drum, bass drum pitch, so you would like mod wheel. Alright, so you go like MIDI. Well, before anything we want to copy in case we mess something up. Alright, so anyways, MIDI, we can create mod wheel. Alright, it's already there, but say it wasn't, and then we would do drums, and then bass drum, boot, pitch. Alright, that's how you would do that from scratch. Alright, but we already got that going, so whatever. Alright, so anyways, I learned through trial and error that having it at 17 was going to be the key that I wanted it at. And I have this song in A minor, and I sat here and messed around, and if you go down, obviously it gets lower, you know, higher obviously gets higher, and I found out through 17 that's where I wanted it, and I'm going to show you how you would do that. Alright, so right here in Logic, let's just bounce this out. Bounce in place. And turn on flex right here. And then flex pitch. And then when you do that, you will now see our kick on a piano roll. So now we know for sure what key our kick is in. No guessing it. Tuners can be real wonky sometimes, and they can spit other keys out at you and all that. And I'll also noted something that I fixed that was wrong in from the first tutorial. I had some other shit layered with it that I got rid of. It's just a kick now. I didn't mean to have that going on. And then also too, I think I was in the red on the master too, and I fixed that too, so no longer we were maxing super hard before. I got that down to where I want it now. And then also let's look, because I've made changes to the key since then, and since I've made changes to the key, I haven't went back in reference to my multimeter and seen where we're sitting with that, because that could throw me back in the red doing a key change. Notice I'm in the yellow a little, but I'm not getting a yellow reading here, so I'm not gonna listen to it. Alright, so I'm good there. Kick is still bueno. Alright. Moving on to effects. So this is the effect. I made it here originally. You'll see the things that I added to it. Let me show you. This no pitch effects. I got note velocity is just flat right now. I got modulation. Something really cool here to show you. Knock two birds out one stone is how to get curves on your automation. And in Logic here, if you click on this side right here, I mean, or it could be that side, but I don't want my clicker still for my mouse, so I choose this side, the right side of the mouse. And I got automation curve curve tool is what I set it to. And then if you on my keyboard, if you hold down option, you'll see it pop up when I hold down option. And then if you drag down the automation you created, you see it start to curve, and you get these like cool shapes and all that. This is really cool for like, well, a lot of different things, but I like to use this a lot for my sub bass, and when I do like pitch automation and stuff, instead of doing like straight across, you can do curves like that and get some really cool like some like really cool drives, and hear some like really cool tones that you didn't hear before by doing just straight across. So that's a nice little like tip there. Keep that in mind. Curves, not always straight across. And also too, another little tip to keep in mind when you bounce things out to waveform, remember to mess around with your volume. Let me show you right here. Like for example, like right here, we go to actual white waveform, right here. All right, so fade in and fade out. That's going to come in handy for a lot of different things. That's a tool that you definitely want to get used to using. If you set this to like 200, for example, you see like right here, created like a clip, and then fade out 200. See, like also created it at the end, right there, boop. All right, so that's a cool thing to know that when you're using multiple clips and all that, and you're trying to have like more automation and things like that going on, like more like control. All right, so getting back to the effect. portion. Alright, so explaining why the reason why I created a record in, because I created the effect here, but then I got the same effect down here, and I recorded it in from here. And the reason I did that, because if you notice, when I play it halfway through, you won't hear any effects, and that's because I got the way I particularly did this effect. I added a wavetable, and then so I'm just gonna copy that thing I already did that. I think originally it's set to 9. That's where I had it before. So listen as it plays through. As I go up, it sounds really cool. So I guess we're wobbly. I like that. Some like a little extra modulation adds on there. And it just it extends the number of waves. That's all. See, as I turn it, you'll see the bottom move. That's all. Just set to 9 originally, but the problem is that whenever I go to automate this knob, it won't automate. And let me show you if you don't know much about automation and logic. If I hit A on my keyboard, excuse me. If I hit latch right here and then pull back up Avenger. If I hit play and then I touch this knob, it's supposed to automate it, but it's not. It's not working because I guess for some reason this knob isn't able to be automated. So our workaround is recording it in, and I'm going to show you that now. Alright, so number of waves, I'm going to set that back down to 9. Alright, now let me go ahead and hit A on my keyboard, get us out of this. Alright, now I'm going to hit X. Alright, get us out of that view. Hit X again. Alright, and then now what I want to do, let's say this wasn't here, this recording track. Say I would hit create a new track, audio. Alright, and then now on this track, I had it set at bus 135 earlier before, but I'm going to change it and I'm going to set it to bus 136. Alright, now on this channel, I'm going to solo this. I'll also change it to stereo. Alright, and I'm going to change this to bus 136. I know it's kind of like crazy out there, but whatever. I make sure I didn't mix up with nothing else. Alright, so now we got that switched over. Stereo out. Got record engaged. Record engaged here. Right. Add that back here. Oh, actually, switch that back. Now I'm going to pull up Avenger. Right. Everything's, both channels are engaged. I'm on FX1. Right. Now, I'm going to try to move this where you can see it. On my keyboard, I'm going to hit R and it's going to start recording and it's going to autoplay too. I'm going to give myself a little room. Alright, and when I do that, I'm going to turn this knob, and then instead of it automating, it's going to be recording, and I'm going to get that change through recording. Alright, so now, alright, I hit R. Alright, so you see how I got that extra modulation, and now it's there, but I don't know how good the recording came through because my computer was freaking lagging. Alright, let's go ahead and listen to it. Probably all crackly and popping everywhere. Let's see. Nice. Cool. All right, so that's how you do a record in. Now let's mess around with the effects. So undo, it's like recording, undo recording, change input, do create track. All right, cool. All right, so to change the effect, like how you would get a cool effect, similar to this, like where you would start something close to kind of like what I did here. So just go to memory and hit initialize. Yeah. Yes. Right. I think initially, I had it set on sign. And then also, one cool feature like about this particular skin that I have it set on is if you go to system and you go to skin, you hit vintage and then you refresh it, vintage is going to switch to this skin. And what this skin offers is when you change a knob, you see how like I initialized preset, but you still see like where I had this knob turned and not where it was before. That's a really cool feature, and it's only available with this skin so far that I know of. So I got it set to that. That's pretty cool. So I got the detune right here. Let's see. A little bit there. Also, right. I think I'm gonna do. Also, just mute the drum oscillator, and then. I think also before we get going on the mod matrix, we just want to set our basic effects. Let's go ahead and do delay. Let's go ahead and set our ping pong. And I think I got this 218. And we'll turn that up a little bit. Nothing too crazy here. Feedback down just a little bit. And if I remember right, that V-verb. I'm gonna do huge and then Athema. And I liked everything as is on that for now. Here. Sounds just basic sine, very basic effects right now. Alright, so let's hear how much we could change this with how much we can change this with the power of the mod matrix. So let's go ahead and assign mod envelope 1. So just to re-show you what I did over here on the left of mod matrix, see this plus, click on that, and then mod envelope 1. Alright, and then this here, we're going to change to oscillator 1, noise color. So oscillator 1, general, noise color, and we're just going to turn that up. Nothing yet. Alright, so we got FM, AM, rate, oscillator 1. We're going to do that one next. We're just going to click right up here on this plus now instead of over here. Alright, so oscillator 1, FM, AM, rate. Turn that up. Alright, and you notice that when I turn this knob, while I'm turning that over here where it says rate, see where my mouse is? That's going to turn blue, that ring going around it. And watch now as I turn this, you see the blue ring going around the rate. So that's pretty cool. Alright, so we got that on there. and also you notice as I hit it, you can see some changes right here going on. Alright, so now I got oscillator 1 FM amount. I'm going to hit right here, oscillator 1 FM AM, or just FM amount, and then we're going to turn that all the way up. And now that we got all that all the way up, so you notice that when I turn it, it's changing up here, spectrum, and I watch. Pretty cool. And see our effects going through it. Problem is though right now is we don't have a whole lot of control with it because we haven't assigned our mod envelope yet. Alright, so we're going to go to mod envelope. Alright, so here but first I'm going to go to speed. I'm going to change this to half, and just going to move this out some So that sounds right. Can't remember exactly where I had it before, because all this is trial and error, you know, happy mistakes. So I was traveling through it real slow now. So now I'm going to create right here where the plus is, versus model envelope 1 and my mouse is. I'm going to hit the plus, model envelope 2. Now note that in your mod matrix, that when you go to create model envelope 2, it will not show up unless you've created model envelope 2 here manually by hitting the plus button. And then now when you go here to this side again, envelope 2 will be there. It won't be there, it'll still only say model envelope 1 if you haven't created it there. Alright, so now that we've done that, model envelope 2. Alright, so now that we got model envelope 2, it's going to be oscillator 1 volume. And we could just do that by going to oscillator 1 general and volume, or honestly we could just pull this and we could just do that right there. It'd be the same thing. Alright, I think the importance of showing the back windows is that sometimes there's certain effects that have 3 options within that one knob, and by me not showing that, it limits you. So I think I'd just rather, like, I guess, do it the hard way sometimes. I don't know, whatever. So we got that. Let's go all the way up. Listen to this. Nothing crazy yet, but you can see it working right up here. Now we're going to do mod envelope 3. In order to do that again, we're going to create another envelope. And this one here. Do seven. I should just change that to 4. Let's see. Envelope 2. 4. You got a little do right in the beginning. We created through that. Dink. Right. Let's see. Alright, so mod envelope 3. Let's get that popping. Alright, so again we go over here to this side. Now that we've created mod envelope 3, it will show up here now. So mod envelope 3, we're going to do filter 1 cut off. Turn that all the way up. And then also want to create another instance on mod envelope 3, and we're going to do, let's just drag this over, transpose, oscillator 1 transpose, boop, turn that up, let's listen. Ooh, cool change. Three envelopes. Let's extend that a little bit. Let's see. Let's keep going out a little bit. Just got real far with that. See, the farther I went out with it, it kept it from bottoming out early, so I had more control over it filtering all the way through and getting the effect to go all the way through. My mod envelope 3 and mod envelope 2, the combination of the poop, the bit of the volume attack, which you can control on your own manually through gauging that, and speed and shape and slope and all that right here. And then also we got our first envelope, which we can keep messing around with too. Let's see, I think I like it at half though. And then 2 and 3 on 4. It's not gonna be exactly like how I had it before, but it, you know, that's the thing, is I don't want you guys to make everything exactly like how I did it too. I want you to sound like you. I'm trying to give you the tools that you need to be able to find who you are, kind of thing. Just make your own music and all that, but this is gonna be like the shell of how to make your own stuff. All right, so here we are. I think I did. All right, so that's pretty cool for the most part. But if I wanted to like add a little extra something on it, I think something I did last time was add wavetable, and diatonic. I think I had it set to I think it was that one, and then flip this. And that was pretty cool to see where I had that last time. Dope. Alright, and then turn the number of waves down to 9. Alright, so let me play through it and I'll add this wavetable. As I go up with the number of waves, it's just adding more of the numbers that it's going to filter through, which is going to give us more movement and all that. So that's pretty much what I did to create that sound. Paste. Actually didn't have center snap on. Winged it. Whatever. It's cool. Alright, so that covers the kick in we did the kick in the snare already, and now we just did effects. We covered recording in. Now we've covered controlling the key to our kicks to match our song. So we've covered quite a bit. So we're gonna move on to some of the other sounds next. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate y'all joining me. I'll see y'all soon.